Hey guys, it's Mike and Jen with RV for Blue Plus 2. We are doing a little camper maintenance today. You can see Blue there. She's obviously helping me. She's doing all the work. I'm really just kind of laying here. But anyway, we're doing a little camper maintenance, so we wanted to do a couple quick videos on what we're doing. The next thing that we're going to be doing here today is going to be adjusting our trailer brakes. So your trailer brakes need to be adjusted periodically. Obviously that depends on how much you use your camper and how much you use your brakes. So obviously the more that you use it, then your brakes get out of adjustment, and then you'll need to do a brake adjustment. Brake adjustment has not ever been done on this camper. It's a 2022. However, it does have low miles on it, so the brakes aren't too far out of adjustment. So we're just going to give them a little touch up here. So I'm going to flip my camera and show you the process here. So on the back of your wheels, you have your back plates, which house your brakes here. So this is a drum brake system. The brakes are operated by electromagnets. So inside of here, it's got a magnet that swings back and forth. When you activate your brakes, the magnet swings out, catches on the inside of the drum. It has a spot in there, a flat spot on the inside of the drum that the magnet rides. And then when it activates, it swings out, catches on that flat spot, and then it swings this way. And then at the top of the drum up here, you can see this spot. There's a pivot point where that magnet swings back and forth, and then it pushes the shoes out. It pushes the shoes out this way, and that's what grabs on the outside of the drum, and that's what stops your trailer here. So to adjust these brakes, what we're going to need to do is get inside these holes right here. I've already looked in there. I know that the adjuster is inside this one over here, and I have my adjuster spoon, the brake spoon. You can buy these at any auto parts store. It's just a brake spoon. Go ask them for a brake spoon. They'll give you a little tool that looks like this. It is obviously different angles based on where your adjuster is located inside of the drum there. And I am going to turn on a light and show you what the adjuster looks like, and see if we can get this a good picture of it for you. So inside of this hole, if we look inside of there is going to be an adjuster in there. The adjuster, let me see if I can get this turned the right way. The adjuster is right inside there, and it is that right there that you see the little metal thing in there. It's got like little gears on it, or little cogs on it. That is the adjuster. You can see it's threaded there. You turn it one way, it pushes the shoes out. You turn it the other way, it brings the shoes in. And that's what we are going to use the spoon on to adjust the brakes. So to adjust the brakes, what we're going to do is we are going to tighten the drums down until they are completely tight where the wheel won't move anymore. And then we're going to loosen it back up just a little bit until the wheel spins freely. So right now it's spinning pretty freely. You can probably hear the brakes drag just a little bit. You can probably hear it better once this airplane goes by. Sorry guys, we live near the airport here in Jacksonville, so we get airplanes go over periodically, so we'll just wait a second for that to pass. But so we've jacked I got my floor jack under here, and we've jacked the wheel up. You can see my floor jack. If you do not have a floor jack, you can use your car's scissor jack or whatever kind of jack you have, a bottle jack, to jack the wheel up. We do not want to jack this thing up too high. We just want to get it just enough to where it clears the ground. You're able to do this one wheel at a time. It's recommended to do it one wheel at a time, so you're not putting all the pressure on the camper. The reason we can do that is because you have equalizers, which are right here in the middle. Those equalizers, when you pick up on one wheel, it transfers the pressure over to the other wheel over there. So it lets us pick these things up one by one. So we're going to get started with the adjustment here. So we're just going to take our spoon, go inside the hole here, and start turning this little gear inside there. And you can tell if you're going the right way or wrong way, because it'll either get freer or to get tighter. And that seems to be getting freer, so we're going to adjust it the other direction. So we're going to push down on the spoon and turn it the other way. It has a little spring in there next to it, so you'll hear that. You'll hit it every now and then. So we're just going to adjust little by little. And you can only move it just a little bit at a time. Now you can hear the drag is increasing on it. So that lets us know we're going the right direction here. You can hear it really dragging now. And so what we'll do is we'll snug this thing down. It's just getting a little bit tighter. Okay, so now we're really getting there. So there we go. Now we've got this thing to where you can barely move it by hand. So that's as tight as we want to go. Now what we want to do is back this off just a little bit until we get about 2 good rotations out of it. That's pretty close there. You can just pick a spot on the tire or something. Like I can use this little white mark right here and give it a spin and see how many times it goes around. There was 1 and there's 2. So that's 2 spins around, 2 rotations around. So that's almost perfect. The 1 and there's 2. So that's almost perfect there. That's really as loose as you want to go. So that'll keep a couple things from happening. Number 1, your brakes don't have far to travel. They don't have far to expand to come out and hit on the drum there. If they're too far out of adjustment, what can happen is they travel out too far, and then the shoes can bind. And if they bind inside of there, they will actually tear something up, which is what we're trying to prevent. Also, if you have them too tight, it can obviously cause too much friction. Too much friction creates heat. You start creating too much heat, then you can cause a problem with heating up your bearings, heating up your wheels too much. So we don't want to do that. So it is important to make sure you do have your brakes properly adjusted. Obviously, you want to be able to stop on the highway. So I think we're good for this wheel here. We're going to move on and continue on to the next one. We have, this is a tandem axle, so we have 3 more wheels to do. Appreciate you guys watching. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you found this video helpful.